The first day of dressage at the 2024 Mars Badminton Horse Trials is complete, with Bubby Upton and Cola retaining their lunchtime lead to hold the provisional top spot overnight. It was an emotional moment for Bubby, who has made a remarkable return to the saddle after breaking her back in a fall last year.
Very happy to be here, quite emotional, and just delighted with how he was. Feel so lucky to be here with everything that's gone on in the last 8 months or so, but yeah, there's no horse that I'd rather be here with, and he was just incredible in there, so I'm thrilled and so proud of him.
And tell me what it was like being in there with him. I think we saw some of your emotion when you finished your test, but yeah, what were your feelings like?
Well, obviously I was, completely focused when I went in, and there was honestly no feeling like riding at this event. It's the pinnacle of the sport, and cantering into that stadium is just, it gives you shivers, and I'm so lucky that he's been here a couple of times in the past, so I now know how he copes with the stadium and with the kind of atmosphere, and he's such a professional. I felt like I had him in the perfect window going in, just he wasn't quite where I wanted him in the warm-up, and then I trotted under the arch and he was just where I wanted him, and I entered up the centre line and turned right, and he was silky smooth in there. I'm annoyed about my last change because that's his good one and I didn't ride it well enough, but yeah, it's a privilege and an honour, and yeah, very emotional to be here.
And at what point did you think, sort of during the winter, that badminton was going to be a very realistic possibility for you?
I think probably January was the first time that I secretly hoped and believed it. I didn't probably express the goal until kind of February, March time to my family, who turned around and said, maybe we just aim for Burley or something like that, because the original target was to start at Burnham Market. That's kind of what we worked back from, but yeah, we never stopped pushing, and I guess I subconsciously never stopped dreaming about getting back here.
And can you put into words just how much Cola means to you as a horse?
Not possible. Yeah, he means the world to me, and he's given me more strength than, it's given me more strength throughout my recovery than is possible to describe, and I owe him everything.
4 nationalities are represented in the top 10 after the first day of dressage at Badminton. Boyd Martin and the wonderful 17-year-old 5-star stalwart sets the leg TSF a lying second on 29, just ahead of compatriot Tiana Coudray aboard Kankara's Girl on 29.8. I caught up with Tiana after her test.
I'm just in complete disbelief. I mean, it's so beyond anything we could have hoped from her. I mean, I'd say it's near enough a career best, and by a long stretch, and what a day to do it. What an atmosphere. She's not a natural dressage horse. We've worked so hard on it, but at the end of the day, all you can do is try and just make little improvements, and I don't know whether will continue to improve, or whether this will be a one-off. Either way, we're going to enjoy it.
Equal fourth is William Fox-Pitt in Grafenacht, and Ireland's Georgie Goss with Falloop. Here's what they had to say.
Actually, I was very pleased with that. I had a frustrating first halt, so that starts off on the wrong note, and I thought, oh, drat. But she gave me some lovely bits, great extensions, great half passes, and I'd loved a few more marks, but I'm not the only one saying that, am I?
And of course we saw her go so beautifully at Maryland last year for that podium finish. How did she come out of that, and what have you been up to with her over the winter?
Yeah, she came out of it well. She came, she's gained a lot of experience last year with Badminton in Maryland, so she's come here with more in her armoury. I think her sleeves are rolled up and she knows the game now. And she came out of it very well. She had a nice holiday afterwards. The winter actually went quite quickly because Maryland was quite late. And suddenly, you've done Maryland, suddenly it was Badminton. So she was back into work by December, and it was all systems go. And we've been very lucky with the spring. Despite all the wet, we've run in 3 events and had a good prep. No excuses.
It's amazing to be back here, I mean, especially in this glorious sunshine, which no one was expecting. But no, delighted to be here with a very, very nice horse.
And tell us a bit about her as well, because she's 14, but this is her 5-star debut.
Yeah, so I've had her for 4 years. She had previously got up to 4-star, but had lost a lot of confidence, so we took her right back to novice level and sort of built her back up. But no, she's an absolute machine. I love her. We click with totally, and just some of those horses that you just click with. I absolutely love her. She's a great horse.
Max Warburton and Monbeg exclusive holds 6th, followed by Switzerland's Felix Vogue on Cartagena, Tom Jackson with his first ride Fandon, and US rider Cosby Green aboard Copper Beach. And I also caught up with local rider David Doel, riding his burly runner-up Galileo New Mood, who are in provisional 10th, and Kylie Roddy, who's just outside the top 10 at this stage with SRS Can Do.
Yeah, he was very level, very even. Just ended up being a slightly boring test almost. He was very consistent all the way through. You know, the judges aren't throwing marks at sort of many of the horses really anyway. But yeah, look, you know, I was pleased with him. He was just nice and consistent and very solid all the way through.
He tried so hard. I thought he did a really good job in there. It's pretty hot. So I think what he did in there was he rode a clear round test. He's not the best dressage horse, so we're very rarely in the lead after this phase anyway. But yeah, I can't ask any more of what he gave me, and he stayed really rideable, really with me. He was on the aids, so I'm a happy lady.
Horse and Hound is here at Mars Badminton Horse Trials 2024, bringing you all the latest news and features. Hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to head over to the Horse and Hound website for all the latest.